We come gently into your presence, God, not rushing, not trying to quiet every thought, just coming as we are. Some of us wake up with anxious thoughts already moving through the mind, concerns we did not invite, feelings that arrived before we were ready. So we pause here, together, and we slow down. We do not need to fix anything right now. We do not need to explain ourselves. We simply arrive. If our hearts feel restless, we bring that. If our bodies feel tired, we bring that too. If our thoughts feel scattered or heavy, we let them be seen. Nothing here is a problem for you. You are already near, not waiting for us to calm down, not asking us to be stronger or clearer. You are present, attentive, gentle. So we take a quiet breath, and then another. We allow the noise inside to soften just a little. God, thank you that we are not alone with our thoughts. Thank you that your presence does not depend on our peace. Even here, with anxious feelings still lingering, you are close. We rest in that truth for a moment, seen, welcomed, held, and as we remain here, we let our hearts settle into the safety of being with you. We turn gently now toward what has been weighing on our minds, not to fight it, not to judge it, just to notice it with you. God, you see how anxiety settles in quietly, how certain thoughts repeat themselves, how they circle back again and again, even when we are tired of them, thoughts that wonder what might go wrong, thoughts that question our safety, our future, our worth, thoughts that drain energy without asking permission. We name these thoughts without fear, without shame. We did not choose them. They are not a sign of weakness. They are not proof that our faith is small. They are simply signs that our hearts have been carrying too much for too long. So we bring them into your presence now, not to argue with them, not to force them away, but to let them be seen. God, you already know every worry we have replayed in silence, every concern we have tried to manage on our own. Nothing here surprises you. Nothing here disappoints you. We release the pressure to be positive. We release the quiet expectation that we should be coping better than we are. Here we are allowed to be honest. And as these anxious thoughts are named before you, something begins to loosen. They no longer have to be hidden. They no longer have to be carried alone. We rest in the truth that you are near, even here, especially here. God, as we stay here with you, we remember who you are to us. Not distant, not impatient, but gentle and steady. You are our shepherd. You are not hurried by our anxious thoughts. You are not overwhelmed by the noise inside our minds. You remain calm, even when we are not. We imagine you walking beside us, not pulling us forward, not asking us to figure everything out, just staying close. You guide without pressure. You protect without fear. You lead with patience and care. When our thoughts try to run ahead, you do not rush us to catch up. When our hearts feel unsettled, you do not step away. You stay. We are reminded that we do not need to see the whole path. We do not need clear answers right now. We only need to remain near to you. And as we rest in that nearness, something begins to change. The need to control softens. The fear of what might come loosens its grip. We feel less alone with our thoughts, less responsible for holding everything together. Your presence becomes the anchor beneath us. Quiet, steady, reliable. You lead us beside still waters, not into chaos. You restore our souls gently, not all at once, but faithfully. So we let ourselves be guided. We let ourselves be cared for. And we rest, knowing we are not walking this path alone. God, staying close to you. We now begin to loosen what has been tightening our minds. We notice the thoughts that keep circling, the worries that repeat themselves, the questions that never seem to rest. We do not push them away. We do not fight them. We simply bring them into your care. Some of these thoughts feel heavy. Some feel old and familiar. Some feel loud. Others are quiet but constant. We offer them to you gently, not all at once, not perfectly, just as we are able. Even a small willingness is enough. You are strong enough to carry what exhausts us, and you are gentle enough to hold it without judgment. So we begin to release, not with force, not with urgency, but with trust. We loosen our grip on the need to solve everything right now. We release the pressure to understand every outcome. We let go of the responsibility to manage every thought that passes through our minds. As we place these anxious thoughts into your hands, control begins to soften. The tension we have been holding starts to ease. The mind feels a little less crowded. Surrender does not feel like loss here. It feels like rest. We breathe more freely. We allow space to open within us. Space where quiet can settle. Space where peace can begin to grow. Even if circumstances remain the same, something within us is changing. We are no longer carrying this alone. We are being held. And in that holding, our thoughts begin to slow. Our hearts begin to feel lighter. And we remain here, resting in your care. God, as we remain here with you, we open ourselves now to receive, not to force anything, not to rush toward calm, but to receive what you are already offering. We welcome your peace gently, not as sudden clarity, not as every worry disappearing, but as a quiet steadiness that begins to settle within us. We notice our breathing, how it slows just a little. We notice where tension is softened, even if only in small ways. Your peace does not demand that anxiety vanish all at once. You meet us exactly where we are. Even when anxious thoughts still linger, your presence remains steady. Peace and unease may exist side by side for a time, and still you are here. We do not measure this moment by how calm we feel. We trust that peace can arrive quietly, through gentler thoughts, through a softer body, through the simple knowing that we are not alone. Let your peace move through us in its own time, not overwhelming, not dramatic, just faithful and present. We allow ourselves to rest in the steadiness, to stop checking whether we feel better, to stop judging what remains unsettled. Instead, we stay close to you, and that closeness becomes enough. Hope begins to change shape here. It becomes quieter, less urgent, more grounded. We feel supported rather than rushed, held rather than pushed forward. And even if anxiety has not fully released its grip, your peace is already here, working gently within us. We remain open, we remain still, we remain held in your presence. God, as we stay with you, our thoughts begin to drift toward the hours ahead, the conversations, the responsibilities, the moments we can already imagine, and the ones we cannot. We bring this future gently to you, not to solve it, not to prepare for every outcome, but to place it in your care. We remember that we do not have to carry the whole day at once. We only have to be present in this moment. And you will meet us again in the next. When anxiety tries to move us too far ahead, when our minds start rehearsing what might happen, we pause. You are already there, in every hour, in every space, in every quiet moment and every demanding one. We do not need to store up strength right now. We do not need to gather peace in advance. What we need will come when it is needed. You walk with us into conversations. You sit with us in waiting. You remain near in ordinary tasks and unexpected moments alike. We release the pressure to anticipate everything. We loosen our grip on control, and we choose companionship instead. As we do, something settles inside us. The weight of anticipation softens. The fear of not being enough begins to quiet. Trust grows slowly here, not because the path is clear, but because you are faithful. We do not face the day alone. Each hour will be met with your presence, each step with your steady care. So we move forward gently, not rushed, not bracing, simply accompanied. And that is enough. God, now we slow even more. There is nothing left to prove, nothing left to solve, nothing we need to push through. We rest here with you. If there are still anxious thoughts lingering, we do not fight them. We do not judge them. We simply place them gently into your care. You are not troubled by what remains unfinished. You are not hurried by what still feels unclear. You hold it all with steady hands. We allow our bodies to soften, our breathing to ease, our minds to become quieter. Right now it is enough to be held. We trust that your care continues beyond these words, into the next moments, into the hours ahead, into the places we cannot yet see. Nothing more is required of us. We do not need to feel perfectly calm. We do not need complete certainty. We rest in the truth that you are near, that you are gentle, that you remain faithful. As we stay here, a quiet reassurance settles in. We are not alone with our thoughts. We are not alone with our worries. We are not alone with our lives. You remain steady, present, kind, so we remain too, at peace, at rest, safely held in your care, and we stay here, quietly with you. Amen.